Hi guys, are you excited to be here at Sonar?
Yes, super excited. I think, like I tried to say from stage, is that when we started the band, it was just a side project, something we did for fun, and we played a few gigs, and we're like, this is fun. And then we got invited to Sonar to play, and to be honest, I was from the rock scene, so I had never heard about Sonar. But it was very nice, and we came down, and in the morning we set up the gear at the stage. And for the first time in the history of Sonar, it started raining, so our gig got cancelled. And it was a very good thing, because at that point, we just started the band, and we were very experimental, and we were planning to do like an ambient, really low-key set, just art. And so we got invited back the next year. And then we played some more gigs, and we kind of found the formula of high-energy live shows. So that was like the first. I remember it very vividly, that specific show at Sonar the second time was kind of a breakthrough for us. I think the first time when we had like, a full tent just going crazy. So coming back like now, it's like a circle completed somehow.
I personally feel very fortunate to be able to come to Sonar. Like now it's the third time, and it's always a big experience. Everywhere we go, it's. I feel very grateful for being in this band with these lovely gentlemen, and have the honor of being very inspired by their different creativities. And yeah, it's Whomadewho is a story about three different personas who inspire each other in different ways, and that's what started the band, and that was like the main ingredients who made us this weird cocktail that we are. We are like, if you take a band like us, it's like it doesn't really work on paper, but the three ingredients put together just makes a weird mix, and that makes like a personality that kind of creates the crazy environment of a band. Some ingredients that doesn't really fit, and they just keep on going, and then they make it fit. So actually we fight a lot, and it's you can see the knees of Thomas. It was because yesterday he played a really bad concert, and then we had to take him down in the backstage. So it's the energy of the band that we really discuss a lot, and we fight a lot, and it's a lot of fun in the backstage also.
What about your name? Does it refer to AC/DC album?
Yeah, we started. The lucky thing about us was that we met for a couple of nights, and we made actually an EP, and we got it signed with the record label already after meeting 2 times. And everything was going really fast in the beginning, and the label they called me and like, hey, we have to find a name right now. And I was just looking around, and I saw this AC/DC record in my record collection called Whomadewho, and I thought, oh, I don't know that record. Maybe it's from that quiet period in the 80s where nobody knows about it, but everybody knows about it. But that's how our name came.
How would you describe and rate the currently Danish music scene? Does your city inspire in your sound?
No, not at all. I think we try not to be Danish in any way we work. We can't escape from having the Scandinavian sound, kind of, I think. But I think, at least for me, it's a big goal not to sound like a band from the north playing very melodic and beautiful music. We want to have some fun and make some good pop songs, actually. But I think in general the Danish scene is getting better and better. I've been like really paying close attention to it the last 15 years, and it's just been growing and growing, and the quality is much better than 10 years ago. I'm actually quite proud about the scene.
How strictly do you separate improvising and composing, if you separate them?
We don't separate it at all. I think half of the stuff we do is just recorded improvisation. So we press record, and then we do something improvised, and that's like in 70% of the cases, that's the melody or the chords or the bass line or the guitar riff.
This year, you released your latest album, Dreams, and about it you studied. Your intent was to grow up and become more serious as a musician. In which way it happened?
I think that at some point somebody wrote a press release about us. That's not exactly correct, because everybody's asking about if we are serious now, and we're not serious at all. And you can see that on stage. It's like we're getting older, but still we are acting like teenagers. And that's in general. Of course, we are serious in terms of our career, and we want to put out the best music possible, and that's where we're serious. When we go to the studio, it's a very controlled process, and we really try hard to do every step the best we can at all. And we didn't do that in the beginning. In the beginning, it was more random. We were just like, oh, this is fine. It's cool. We're indie. We just put this out, and it was more random. And now we're really serious about the process of making an album. But the music isn't supposed to be serious at all. Obviously it's a bit serious, but it's not like Sigur Rós or Coldplay or whatever.
But of course the new album sounds a bit more mature. We know that, but it was not an intention to make a mature album. It was just an intention to not make the same album again, try to go a new place. And now we ended up in the musical world of our last album, and I'm sure the next one is going to be something else.
What's on your schedule right now? What are your projects for the future?
So we have a lot of funny gigs coming up, like crazy places. Now we've been going on a more like conventional standard tour. You go to like the regular music clubs, and now after the fall and next year and a little bit this year, we're going to have loads of gigs playing like weird art shows and stuff like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Once you played at Sanremo Festival. How was it? Be sincere, please.
I think it was a big experience to play the Sanremo Festival, because it's completely out of our normal comfort zone, and we were there as pirates. We felt like aliens in another world, and because we're not used to play like TV shows like that, so it was a very inspiring experience, and it was fun to see this like old school like reality music show that we never heard about it before. But when we came there, we were pretty impressed of the whole concept of like having these great artists competing for a whole week, and it was actually way more serious than our prejudiced thoughts about it was in the beginning. So we kind of we had a big experience out of it, and it was a great pleasure playing with Arisa, because she's a great artist and we respect her a lot.
So thank you very much, guys, for being here and giving us your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Double or would quit the band. You could just say boo, and everybody would be like, oh my god, efficient, strong.
But yeah.
Hey, I take this. I really don't want to answer your fucking question.
Exchange the stock at the Milan.